course. There is a very important issue about climate actions, and that is climate change is undeniable. Obviously, the whole world should move as fast as it can toward a more sustainable use of energy that is environmental friendly and damages the environment less. But after the Ukraine war, the whole world faced a new reality, and that was the energy security. Because of lack of investment as a result of COVID, and also the war effect, we saw a very high energy prices that impact the whole global economy, food security, energy access, safe water access. So Dr. Sultan's vision, it's very much a practical vision that is not just a textbook or a text that we want to follow and feel happy about it, but actually a practical way that ensures the energy security and also climate action, required climate actions. That's actually a very interesting dynamic because for this time we're going to have Abu Dhabi investing in United States, which is a very interesting approach, and that shows the commitment of countries like UAE and Abu Dhabi, that they are major fossil fuel producer, but also they are committed in investing in renewable energy and different sources of energy. And this actually shows that countries like UAE or Saudi Arabia that are major producer of oil, they have realized that in future their economy and the global economy needs to diversify and move away from fossil fuel to more of a energy mix that uses more renewable energy. Well, this is something very interesting. Well, the hosting just started, so we have almost less than a year, but almost a year to work on that. And I think what is very important is that the stocktake and the whole agreement in the COP, it should move beyond, as I said, just being a text, an agreement, to a more practical way. But also we need to it needs to include different parties in the game. First of all, we need to include fossil fuel producers. We need to include innovators, technology holders, investors, renewable technology holders. So we need to have everybody to work together to move forward. But also something else that is interesting and important is that this is not just about energy producers, but also major energy consumers. So we need to have Asia, like India and China, to be more involved in all the climate actions and COP, basically this COP28 and the whole action that is needed, but also regions like Africa, because majority of population growth in the decades to come, it's inside Africa. So we are having, for instance, it's amazing that in the past six decades, for the first time, China's population is reducing. But if we look at decades to come, most of the population growth is in Africa. Most of energy poverty and lack of access of energy is in Africa. And we need to make sure that Africa is also part of the solution. We need to have more investment for bringing energy access and also safe water access in Africa. And this is very crucial for Africa's economic growth. And another component, which is important, and in fact, Abu Dhabi is very ahead of the game in terms of that. And I think it could be a very good blueprint for many countries, especially major consuming country, is demand management. When we are talking about climate action, we are only talking about supply, which energy to use. fossil fuel versus renewables, but we need to focus more on demand management. We are consuming a lot of energy. There are some countries in the United States that I am here, we have a lot of consumption of energy. We have in many countries, we have energy waste. So we need to also look into a more efficient and better way of energy management. And I remember I had the privilege of reviewing Abu Dhabi's energy transition vision. And Abu Dhabi has, in fact, a solid program for energy demand management. And I think every country and every region need to have that demand strategy management. Companies need to help. We need to have better technologies and more efficiency in terms of consumption. So as we cannot just look at production of energy without looking at consumption.
Hey, Maria Malouf here. Please click to like and subscribe to Maria Malouf TV YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.